Lifestyle Live. Come and see, you'll agree. There's a positive energy. Lifestyle Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
Many parents want their kids to take on more responsibility around the house. The question many parents are asking is, should I tie an allowance to chores? On this Lifestyle Live podcast episode, Steve Siebold, certified financial expert and author of the book How Money Works, says yes, they definitely should. Steve says it's one of the greatest lessons you can teach your kids when it comes to money. What else does he say? Well, let's find out. This is the Lifestyle Live podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
Guys, we are talking kids and allowance and chores. This guy is a certified financial expert. He is author of the book How Money Works, and he's self-made millionaire who says, yes, parents should definitely tie an allowance to chores. Good morning to you, Steve Siebold. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Okay, this is like a hot topic, with a lot of people because kids are back in school. Maybe parents want them to have some more responsibility, but it is a loaded question, right? As parents, should I tie an allowance to chores? And you say yes.
Well, yeah, I think maybe they could have some base chores to kind of maybe bridge the gap between the two philosophies. Maybe they have a base chore of making their bed, cleaning up their room, cleaning up their toys, that kind of thing. But then outside things like maybe washing the car or mowing the lawn or washing the dog even. It costs $25 in Atlanta to wash a dog.
Now I need to get a dog.
$3. If you have a dog, yeah.
I know. I need a dog. And I think one of the bigger questions for me, because I thought about this, I have a 9-year-old daughter. And so many times we started the chore thing and she's like, Mom, I picked up the living room. Do I get money? I'm like, whoa. You picked up your stuff, which is what you should do anyway. So are you saying, yes, the kids need to do that, but if you're going to make them do chores, make it be outside stuff that's different from the norm?
Yeah, I think so. I think there should be a base number of chores. Like you said, picking up your stuff in the living room or you're making your bed, basic things like that. Like they get to live inside the house instead of outside the house. You know what I mean? They get to eat your food. Instead of chasing their own or hunting their own food, But outside of that, maybe, you attach a monetary value to these outside jobs or chores, if you want to call them that. And that teaches them the entrepreneurial system of solving problems in a free market economy where the more problems you solve or the bigger problem you solve, the more money you get paid.
Right. So it really is a teaching lesson, you say, that really could set them up for a better future in handling money and understanding how a business model sort of works.
Yeah, they don't teach how money works in
No,
school. They really don't. They should, but they don't. The financial lobby won't have it. They're very rich and powerful. And so we need to teach the kids at home the monetary value of how a free market economy actually functions.
Yeah.
Maybe attaching put a list together of the monetary value of each chore. The wash the dog is $5, washing the car is $10, cleaning the driveway, mowing the lawn, whatever it is, and give them that sheet of monetary value and say, okay, if you want to make more money, great. You need $20 to go to the movies. Then,
I love that. And I love how this teaches them because my I won't say biggest fear, but one of my fears is being a parent. I'm like, I don't want my children to be so spoiled and thinking, obviously as parents, we want them to have more than what we had growing up. But I don't want them to think, oh, I'll just ask for it. Mom will get it. Hey, Mom, I want this. Oh, okay. She's going to add it to Amazon. It's fine. I got it. Like that doesn't teach any sort of value at all with how things cost and how this world really works.
Oh, yeah, you parents. I'm not a parent, but all you parents are pushovers. I tell you what. You guys are just easy to manipulate. Those kids they're master manipulators, of course.
Anything that you would like to add before we let you go?
I would just teach you, as you do this, try, as you said earlier, try to make this a lesson in how money works. That's why we wrote this book, to really teach kids, because it's really a book kids can read and understand, because they're not going to be taught in school. It's really up to parents to do the job.
It really is. All starts within the household. Steve, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate your time. I hope this gives parents out there some wisdom and to learn not to be, as you say, what do you call us, pushovers? So
thank you. Be tough on those kids.
Be tough. Be tough.
Don't manipulate you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at lifestylelive.tv.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your